If you want to know what we're drinking, go follow our Instagram account.
It's a special Thirsty Thursday edition of the podcast. So
we missed it by a couple days.
That's what happens.
It was Ryan's fault.
You want to make me madder than I already am?
You went to the Flames game.
Yeah, fair enough. Got to watch warm up in the penalty box. So,
how'd the rest of the game go?
Anyways, moving on. No, the Flames can only play one period.
Well, they can play a period until the refs fuck them.
Do you want to talk about the refs fucking us before we talk
It was
about
offside.
It was offside. It was blatantly offside. Everyone knew it was offside.
They even did a video review.
After, you see some reviews and,
they're close.
We were drinking. Maybe we seen it wrong. It's close. They explain what they think the refs could have got wrong on the TV.
They didn't know.
Even they were just
no.
Could not explain.
Nope.
So that's great. Flames back in action tonight against Montreal, so let's hope we get back to...
if we can't beat Montreal at home, what is this all been for?
Do we want to talk about how the Flames were close on Taylor Hall? I actually heard some names coming out today of who they were attempting to trade.
Well, I think we should break the big news. Taylor Hall has been traded from the Devils. His Christmas wish did come true, kids. So,
Santa's still real.
He is real. He got traded for a first-round pick, a conditional third-round pick, and 3 prospects.
Which is probably the only the 2 picks are the only reason that Calgary didn't get him in the trade. And they took a long thought about it. But the conditional third-round pick can become a first-round pick if they win a playoff series this year, I think. So they're looking at 2 first-round picks.
I would have done it on a conditional Taylor Hall resigns for a playoff series.
I think there's a couple. I think there's a couple different ones. I'm not sure the exact parameters of the trade, but what I heard today is that the deal was pretty well done Sunday, and it didn't with Arizona and New Jersey, and it was going to come out the last second. The Flames threw in a deal, and it took them 2 or 3 days. When did this come out? Tuesday? Wednesday?
Yeah, it was
Tuesday. Yeah, it took them the 2 extra days to think about it and go with New Jersey. And what I heard, I didn't think they were going to. I didn't think we were going to hear, but I'm hearing it was Bennett and Hamonic for a haul.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Not sure about getting rid of Hamonic. I mean, we've had our young defensemen are...
He's going to sign a new contract at the end of the year.
Oh, well, maybe that was part of it. But in the end, New Jersey took future over present right now. So.
Well, they've got such a young team. They've got no way that they can win right now.
He would have been a rental for us, too. That seems like...
But... could you imagine the depth?
It would be disgusting.
And we've got enough defensemen that we could have filled Hamonic's spot like that.
And Valimaki's not even up yet.
No.
So
we've got a good depth of defensive talent. Brody's not back next year, maybe. But
so close, but Arizona.
But congrats to Arizona. I mean, that's a big pickup for them. They just became a real contender in our division.
They're first in our division right now, and now they pick up probably the best trade
rental player
piece out there, right? So, yeah. Let's hope we win tonight. That's all I got to say.
It's going to be tight all the way down this back half.
Do you want to recap these picks?
Let's take a look at our NFL picks.
We both go 3-1, which is not bad. Jets, Ravens.
If you chose the Jets, you shouldn't be betting on them.
Yeah. That was exactly how that game was going to go.
Yeah. I thought the Ravens were going to stop them a bit more, and that's why I picked up their defense in fantasy. But, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah. Bills beat the Steelers. I got this. This was my one game I got wrong.
Yeah.
The Steelers needed this one.
Attaboy Bills.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great game against them and the Cowboys this weekend. They get them and the Patriots.
This
This
play the
weekend.
Patriots.
Yeah,
Yeah, it actually is.
There's a couple good games this weekend.
Saints beat the Colts. This is the one that you chose.
I chose the Colts because of reasons that I hated Drew Brees for, and I regret my actions.
He now sets the single season or the all-time touchdown record with what was it, 431?
For 540.
541. Good. So those numbers are all wrong. And on top of that, he went 29 for 30 and set a single game completion percentage record. It's a good game.
He almost did it in the first half too.
Yeah, that was a tic-tacky offensive pass interference call too. The guy's already running that way. Even if his arm was pushed out, he didn't gain any advantage. He was catching that no matter what.
It's Thomas. He'd catch him.
Yeah, so, but no.
The reason there was no big ceremony on the field, Tom Brady is still 3 passes behind him.
This is going to continuously jump back and forth until one of them retires, and then the one that didn't retire will beat the record, and it'll be his.
If what Ryan predicted at the beginning of the season comes true, it will be Brady that'll walk away from the NFL with this record. Because Brady's not retiring ever. He'll die on the field.
And Breeze will retire this year after the Saints win another Super Bowl. So, here. And then our Seahawks beat the Panthers.
I mean, what did you expect?
Oh.
We didn't just beat them. We beat them.
And then we let them almost come back, because that's what we do.
We had our backups in.
I will say, and this is probably pretty shameful as a Seahawks fan, couldn't get into this game. Didn't care at all.
You wanted McCaffrey to get you a whole bunch of points.
And he did.
He did.
But
without getting a touchdown.
I spent a lot of... No, he got garbage time touchdowns.
Oh,
he ran
right,
one in
yeah.
at the end. Yeah. Yep. Just one of those games, I guess. Just not cool.
No, it happens.
All right. No Thursday nighter this week, which, I mean, tough for us to pick now. It's already started.
Yeah.
But we're going to pick all 3 Saturday games. Get a bunch of picks here. The season's almost over, and I got some catching up to do. So, here we go. Texans versus the Buccaneers.
I will let you pick first for all these games because you do have a lot of catching up to do. What's our records at right now?
You have 39 correct, and I have 33 correct.
All right, only 6 ahead.
So
Could be done.
this week could, well, we can't because we're both going to pick the Seahawks, but I can make it close.
So what do you got?
I'm going to take the Bucs.
Over.
The Texans.
I'll take the Texans to make it interesting.
I don't really have a reason.
Yeah, you do. You know a guy at work that's going to cheer for him, and
No.
I think Jameis Winston's going to have some good throws. It'll be a close game. Texans aren't phenomenal, so
Maybe it'll be a close game. I think he's the only quarterback ever to throw for over 450 yards in 3 straight games.
holy fuck.
But most of those, like, it's either
Goodwin's
he's throwing...
questionable this week, though, too.
Oh, great. No, I think the Bucs are that weird team this year that wins a game they shouldn't. So, we'll see. Bills, Patriots.
In Gillette Stadium.
I'm going to take the Patriots.
I'm taking the Bills.
Rams, 49ers.
I know who I'm taking. I'll probably choose the same team as you.
That's who we need to take. I want the Rams to win.
I want the Niners to win. Niners at home? Oh, yeah.
Do you really want them to win, though? We need them to lose.
I don't care.
Seahawks, Cardinals. Chiefs versus the Bears. I'm going Chiefs on the road.
Chiefs on the road, Bears at home. I'll take Trubisky.
Really?
Yep.
You're going with... You hate Trubisky.
He's playing better.
This week is going to be horrible for me, and I'm going to fall like 12 behind. Oh, Packers, Vikings.
Vikings.
If the Packers win, I think the Saints can't take first place or something happens. But if you're taking the Vikings, I'll roll with the bad man, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, you have a Rodgers stash. Or you did. There you go.
Good old Rodgers stash.
Well, a couple other NFL things to go over. Josh Gordon has been suspended. I was listening to Pat McAfee talk about this. It's a very shitty program to get drug tested after your first NFL drug test. It's 3 times a week for the next 2 years, randomly, whenever they want. He got tested at 4 o'clock in the morning in the middle of Bigfoot hunting.
He's been suspended 5 times for this?
Which guy?
Josh Gordon.
Pretty sure it's weed or drugs. It's definitely not performance enhancers.
It's weed.
Yeah.
So, I think it was both. I think he might have known he was failing the marijuana test, took something else to try and mask it. I don't know, but just one of these guys, like just stop smoking weed.
It is legal in Washington, though.
It doesn't matter. Just stop.
Do you want millions of dollars and you can smoke weed in 5 years when you're done?
What is going on here? The podcast has been hacked by one of our viewers. Oh,
Damn it, Cody.
we're back. It can only be him.
It can only be him.
He's the only one that watches. Yeah, it's sad. He just can't stop, apparently, right? And he was actually...
He was Mr. Third Down.
He's playing really good for the Seahawks. Yeah, made a great catch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate.
Bobby Wagner, Russell Wilson are going to the Pro Bowl.
There's really no one else to send.
No, not on our team right now.
Yeah,
Jadeveon Clowney, if he played his whole season like he did the one game against the 49ers, maybe. But
he just can't get healthy, I don't think.
no.
Like, it just seems like
It's
every
been a
week
troubled
it's
year
something
for him,
else.
but
Yeah.
he's a great player. I don't want to lose him in the offseason.
I'd be fine if they just don't play him until the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, we're in, rest him.
Well, what was that Cleveland record that you said? We got to talk about how bad, just how bad, the Cleveland Browns are as a team. And not just this year, not last year, this decade.
The Cleveland Browns have locked up the worst record of this decade in the NFL. The worst. 42, 115 and 1.
Our shitbag of the week is the Cleveland Shit Browns.
Our shitbag of the decade.
There we go.
The
We're
Cleveland
brand new,
Browns.
but our shitbag of the decade is Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. Please figure it out.
So we said something. You read something here earlier.
Yeah, all the talk about Odell
Leaving.
and wanting to leave and not telling other teams, come sign me, come sign me. He came out this week and said he's not leaving. He's not going to request a trade. But he does want to see changes to the offense next year. I don't think he's the only player.
I think I know what it is.
Let's hear it.
It's either the O-line, which definitely needs a little bit of an overhaul,
Mhm.
but I think Baker No-Show is on his way out of Cleveland. I think you have too many big personalities on that team, and one of them is not delivering, and one of them is not passing to Odell. And when he does, he puts it in horrible spots. You need a guy that's going to come in. You got Landry, you got Odell, and you just go, and that's it.
There's a lot of quarterbacks available.
There's going to be a lot of fucking quarterbacks
Going to be
available.
some decent names. So
Get a Cam Newton in there. You just need to get someone that can throw a ball, not someone that's going to try and do too much. Just someone that can go and lob it up, and these two will go get it.
I would say Bridgewater, but I feel like he'll just stay with the Saints after Breeze retires.
I think if Breeze does retire, Bridgewater's locked up, and Taysom Hill is locked up as their backup. They'll do that rotation thing that they're doing now. They're doing with the running backs, and that team might win back-to-back Super Bowls with or without Drew Brees.
Taysom Hill is probably the best player in the NFL.
Such a dynamic player.
It's unbelievable.
Special teams, offense. I think he's played defense as a linebacker.
He blocked a punt.
Yeah, he's...
like...
On that team, he should be called Mr. Football.
Yeah, it's... they call him the Joker.
That's just so cool.
Yeah, he's unreal.
Well,
back into the records.
If you are a fan of black cats and the stigma that they bring to superstitions, you'll like this one.
Sunday Night Football. November 4th is what they're saying. I don't know if that's when the game was. A black cat ran out on the field.
Yep. Since
then, all 4 teams that have to do with a cat, the Bengals, the Jaguars, the Lions, and the Panthers, have 1 win. Bengals are 1-4. Jaguars are 0-4. Lions are 0-5. Panthers are 0-5.
Didn't the cat go through the end zone too?
He did a lot of stuff.
He did a lot more than those teams did.
But I'm not sure if any of those teams won this weekend. This past weekend, we're a little bit late, but Black Cat.
Yeah. Speaking of black cats, Panthers starting a block of cheese as the quarterback this week. Will Greer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So who the fuck is that?
I mean, I'm available. I'm probably just as good as Will Greer. Probably not.
My shoulder hurts a little bit, but I'll hop in if you need me.
Yeah.
When he throws 4 interceptions, I mean, we're probably next on the depth chart.
Yeah, we gotta be.
Like, who's not looking to?
I'll take minimum contract too.
Yeah, who's not looking to the drunken Canadians to jump in and fill roster spots?
If you need someone with character, you call the drunken Canadians.
If you like beer guts and unathleticism, is that a shit?
No, we're pretty athletic.
Are we?
When we try.
I don't know. Give us a call. We're ready.
We'll be ready.
Keithley will light us up in practice.
Let me finish this beer and I'll be ready.
Oh no, just walk past the coach and go, hold my beer, watch this.
That's when you know some shit's about to happen.
Yeah.
Hey, if I'm playing for the Panthers, I've got 1 play and that's it. Where's McCaffrey? McCaffrey!
All you need to do is turn the right way that he's running.
I'm just holding it straight. He's gonna run into it.
Oh, he's gonna come. Oh, okay, yeah. No, you can't fail.
No.
You can't fail.
No, and I'll have the best. I'll give a little screen pass to him. He'll get a touchdown. I'll throw 1 touchdown pass. I'll have 1 catch, 100% passing rate. Perfect.
And then retire.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Quit while you're ahead.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of retiring but not retiring, Mark Crawford, as we talked about, was suspended by the Chicago Blackhawks. He's an assistant coach. He will be returning to the bench on January 2nd because he went and received guidance counseling to correct the errors of his ways.
He had been receiving guidance counseling.
But they will be reinstating him to the bench on January 2nd.
Yeah, the incident was old as well, right?
Yeah.
And he said once it happened, he realized it was wrong and started...
You mean it was old? Like a decade old?
Like, yeah, old.
Really?
That's what happens now.
And he said sorry and he's going back on the bench?
Yeah.
Oh.
But he didn't say you people.
Oh.
Or the other thing that you cannot say. Or maybe he did.
Maybe he did.
But we don't know what he said. So they can give him his job back. I don't know. I think he's made the right step. So I'm glad that he's getting another chance.
Well, he's getting another chance and Trump is getting impeached on 2 counts.
2-term Trump still. Don't care.
2-term Trump.
He can still win the trial.
100%. He's going to win the trial. He's going to win the next election. And then people are going to realize that the U.S. is so fucked up.
The fact that he won the first time means the U.S. is fucked up. We shouldn't get too much in... Well, it's not politics. It's Trump. But...
we want to talk about politics. All right. We're moving on. You watched the fights this weekend? I watched the fights this weekend.
I was with you.
Yeah.
I was with you.
There was
They
a lot
were.
of alcohol. We turned into the drunken Canadians watching the fights.
Seems to be what we do every weekend, honestly.
That's great.
Probably got a problem.
We're not talking about it here.
Soon will be the recovering Canadians. It's a great time for a synced beer taste.
That was not planned.
Oh, man.
How do we do on the fights? Who won what? Who did who?
Okay, let me bring up the results. It's foggy. Honestly, I didn't think the fights were that.
It wasn't great. There was a lot of decisions. There were some questionable stoppages.
Honestly, I'm not even sure why. Some of the fights seemed decent, but just
There was a couple good moments, but it was not all round
Okay.
a great card.
Usman knocked out Covington.
We both said Covington.
4 minutes and 10 seconds into the 5th round.
Interesting knockout, to say the least.
His jaw was broken from the 2nd round, Covington that is, and he kept fighting. The weird thing about this fight is going into that 5th round, one judge had it 3-1 Usman, another judge had it 3-1 Kobe, and the third judge had it 2-2. And in that round, before he got knocked out, he was doing pretty good.
It was definitely going to come right down. It could have been a draw, too.
It could have been a draw. Honestly, it could have been a draw. I think the judging
Interesting.
is whacked. It was a close fight, but
I believe he's got a 6-month suspension now. Or 9-month. What is it?
who?
Covington.
For what? Just a medical suspension?
Yeah.
They're just saying go and get some rest.
6 to 9 months
his
suspension.
jaw is
Yeah.
destroyed. So
Alright, next fight.
Volkanovski beat Holloway in a decision.
We were both wrong.
Another close one, though. Another close one. Leg kicks. Honestly, just low leg kicks. Had the Holloway
crazy
switching.
the damage that they do.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah.
But
You don't think it does much, but fuck.
another one we were off on. But it was close.
Yeah.
If Holloway got that decision, I don't think anyone would have been super pissed.
Volkanovski might have.
But I mean, Holloway was just going backwards too much, and
Yeah.
for some reason the judge thinks if you're taking a backward step, you're losing.
Which you are. It's not ring control.
I think you're fine. You back up, counter punch.
Draw him into you? Is that ring control?
Is ring control like the most important factor, though?
You have to be in control of the ring.
Shut this fucking podcast off right now. I'm done.
Alright, moving on.
Amanda Nunes beats Strain Duraname.
Yes.
This fight was not what I was expecting. I thought Nunes was going to light her up like she does everyone else. Strain Duraname, if that's her name, because who knows.
Wow. She was pretty impressive.
She was landing some shots, and then Nunes went, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to take you down for 5 straight rounds."
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alright.
Marias beats Aldo.
And you chose that one.
I should have been wrong because I think Aldo won.
Yeah.
Aldo looked good. He actually looked good. We thought he was going to look bad.
I thought he was going to look good. I told you, going down a weight class.
No. We could have watched last week. We said going down a weight class was horrible.
I said going down a weight class, he'll be fine.
Well, you should have been wrong. But it turns out you were right. Who'd you pick?
Aldo.
You were probably right. And Yan knocked the shit out of Uriah Faber. That
I chose that one.
hits
You
like
chose
an
Faber.
animal. Yeah, I didn't want to see that happen.
That was...
Wow. Yeah, don't fight that guy.
No.
That guy. And Faber.
Well, speaking of guys not to fuck with 10 years ago, Cowboy Cerrone versus McGregor is coming up in January here.
So uncalled for. Honestly, the promo for their fight was probably the best part of the whole card. Like,
I have never had goosebumps waiting for a fight, but wow. that promo. Whoever's doing some promos on TV right now, the World Juniors, with the whole peeling back everyone's jerseys to their old junior selves.
Yeah.
And now this one, wow, great editing, great work. Pfft, you're pumping me up to see this shit. Take my money and let's go.
Yeah. It's going to be a good fight. I don't know what the rest of the card is yet, though.
I don't think it matters.
Probably doesn't.
No. You don't. You could stack it with a whole bunch of juniors. No one would give a shit.
No, everyone's buying for one fight, but I'm sure they'll make it worth every once in a while.
Put a belt on there somewhere.
I'm not sure what to think about that fight yet. I think probably Cowboys too old, but we'll see.
World Juniors are coming up. 1 week away.
Canada.
The Calgary Flames goaltending prospect is going to be front and center.
There's nothing better than the World Juniors.
It's so exciting.
There's nothing better than the World
So
Juniors.
exciting.
I'm pumped up. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Fuck yeah. And big comebacks this weekend. Tiger Woods, and we're talking in golf, not in his personal life.
No, that's come on back.
Coming back, same thing. So the first comeback in President's Cup history, in Australia, the U.S. came back because of Tiger Woods.
Do you think they're just saying because of Tiger Woods because he was the head coach?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
100%.
It sells.
It
Tiger
does
Woods'
sell.
name. Yeah, 8 consecutive
I mean,
wins
look
for them.
online.
8 consecutive wins for them. So, wow, that's. But they like. Who else is there?
It's because the European tour gets rid of all of their players to the American tour, and then the American tour just is filled with American players that usually rock the shit.
Well, I mean, they have the top players. It's just how it
They have
works.
such a great program in universities and colleges that I don't think the rest of the world has
They have
to
more.
develop players.
They have a lot. Yeah. There's money there. Well, no, there's giant debt.
Oh,
But, it's working.
well, speaking of driving and all things fun and white, how was the drive over today?
Learn how your headlights work, people. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. If it's coming on dark,
Or if it is dark.
turn your lights on. Seems pretty simple.
What if I don't know how to turn my lights on?
Take your license out of your wallet. Go get some scissors.
What if I don't have a license?
Why are you in a car?
Because I have to drive.
Eventually, the law should catch up to you.
Can you buy a gun without a gun license?
No.
Can you buy a car without a driving license?
Can you?
Yes.
Ooh.
You do not need a driver's license to buy a car. Which one causes more deaths annually?
But you can't.
Guns or cars?
All I'm concerned about is people driving without their king lights on.
I didn't hear that one.
King lights on. Sofa. King. Stupid.
Turn your fucking lights on.
Also, going the complete opposite direction, if you're in the city, turn your fucking high beams off. Just on the 15-minute ride here. It's
Next year, when winter's coming, we will be doing a 15-minute instructional video on how to turn your lights on and off and whether high beams are good or bad.
next year by winter, the pure stress and just the rage inside me will have killed me.
It won't.
already.
You'll be married. It'll be fine.
So I won't be able to do the podcast anymore. So this has got a short life.
We are now taking applicants for the new Ryan.
I'm not hard.
This
to
will be the last
I'm
podcast.
I'm not hard to replace. To be fair. Well.
As long as you don't say you people, we're good to go.
Just don't say you people. So moving forward, the next 2 weeks, we're not 100% sure what we're doing with the podcast. We're going to try and pump something out.
There's going to be quite a bit of intoxication in each case.
But if we don't get around to doing one, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year's to everyone. And
Cheers.
we'll,
To all of our viewers, and especially the ones across the seas that comment.
hey, see you later.
Cheers.